Hey, hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I have came up with one new trick for the React. So maybe most of the developers have faced this one. That is the one abort control. How you can use that abort control in your React and how you can achieve your memory leakage when the component is mounted, right? Uh, First, I will show you where you can implement the abort control, and then we'll go back to the VS Code and I'll show the folder structure and what I have done. So this is the overall project. There is simple like a home and post and users. Three routes are there. When you click the post, you will receive the data from the post. So same thing here. It's post, right? Similarly, when you click the users, it's loading and you can get you're calling from the JSON placeholder API and getting this data. And similarly, I'm showing here in the post. So these two APIs, JSON APIs, we are calling and getting the response. This application working as expected. But issue is when you press quickly like user, you won't wait for until you receive the data and immediately press the other routes, right? So in that case, what is happening? Now I'm in the home page. There is no problem, and I have clicked the post, and immediately I do users. But if you see in consoles, there is a post API event and the users API event, but I am in the user space, right? So to overcome this one and unnecessary API calls, you can use the abort control, the fetch. In the fetch, you can use abort control. That is the interface. Similarly, if you are using the Axios, there is a cancel token. So these two things I'm going to explain so that you can fix your memory leakage and unnecessary API calls. Okay, let's jump into the project and first I will explain this folder how we have done. Then I will start implementing the abort control. Okay, and let's go to the VS Code. So if you see in my package.json, I have installed the Axios package and React router down. Apart from there is nothing, we have a React DOM and React. When you create the React app, this automatically it will come. Coming to that index.js file, I have wrapped the browser router so that all the routes will work. And go to the app.js file. If you see here, there is a nav component and routes, three routes: post, users, and the home. In the nav, all are it's coming from the components. So go to the components in index.js. I'm exporting all the components. Because of that, directly you can import instead of dot slash component now like that. And if you see the home component, they're simple like welcome to the home. And now we have three now links: home, post, and users. And if you see the post, I have used two state variables. One is the post and loading. When you click on the post, immediately you won't get the data. So by default, to show something, I'm loading the screen. That is what is loading here. Once component mounted, then there is a set timeout from the 1 second. After 1 second, we are calling the JSON placeholder post API. And once I get the response, I'm printing here and loading is become false. So once you get the data post, we are showing on the titles. So this is about post. And similarly users, similarly post only, users also. But thing is, here I have used the fetch web API instead of the Axios. So I want to show difference like how you can use the abort control in the fetch and similar in the Axios. Because of that, I have created two different way. And once you get the response from the users, we are storing in the state variable and rendering here. It's a very simple project. First I will jump into the users. So most of the people, if you use the page, how you can use that abort control, right? So for that, what you have to do, you have to take the create the instant of that abort control. So take this one controller. It's a winter base abort control. Once you get once you create the instance, then you will get some methods in the that instance, right? So one is the signal, signal. So this is the instance value. So what it will do, this signal we need to pass from the fetch API. Okay. So here you just have to pass signal. Okay, that's it. So I got the signal and I have passed here. After that, what you have to do? So whenever you are switching one component to other component quickly, we need to clean up, right? So for that, we need to write cleanup function in useEffect return. So you just have to do controller dot abort. So you can pass. It's like a component unmounted, unmounted, component unmounted. Something, anything you can give here. Okay. So I have added, but I didn't add the catch block, right? We need to add a catch block here. Sometimes it will fail, right? So the catch will take the error. Okay. So you can use here like if here dot name equal to abort error, then we'll print this one aborted request aborted. Okay. Else we can print whatever errors. If we calls fails, that error we can print. Yeah, yeah. I think it's a pretty easy. There are three steps. First, we have created the instance, and then we pass the signal. In clear function, we have added abort. Okay, so let's save this one. Go to your view and try. Okay, so I'm in the home page, and I will click users because I have implemented in users. I have clicked and immediately post I have done. You observe that request aborted. Users API aborted. I am not. There is no API call went in the from the network calls. So just it's aborted, and only post API it's triggered, and I got the response from the API. Okay, that is the reason you can see here data has displayed. Similarly, we need to implement same functionality in Axios. That means in the post API. Let's jump into the code. The post. So here you have used the third-party package Axios, right? So we need to add differently, not exactly like using the about control. What you have to do, you have to create the source, okay, using the Axios source. Oops. So this will be then the Axios that it will be there in the cancel token that source, okay. Once you have created the source, we need to pass the token to here, okay. Source dot uh, cancel token. Cancel token is the source dot. Okay, the second step forward. Now coming to third step is we need to clear, right, return means when component will unmounted, whatever memory issues are then we can clear. How we can avoid that one is simple like source dot cancel. So request cancel due to component unmounted. Similarly in cache block, I got the error, then I have to do something, right? So that is the if Axios is cancel error, if it is an error, then console we can write here post request aborted else. So similarly else, whatever error comes, we'll paste here. So there is a three steps. First, we have created the source, and we have passed the token to that cancel token in Axios get API. When component unmounting, then we are doing the cancel. Okay, let's save this one and go back there, home, clear everything, post, and I click the users. So post request aborted, and I have only see the users API. Similarly, when you again do home, I have clicked the users, immediately click the post. You see request aborted. That means users request aborted, but yeah, I'm seeing only post API. So this way you can clear your memory leakage issues and unnecessary API calls. So hope you have understood. So let me explain again what I have done. In if you are using the Axios, we have to use like this. Take the source from the Axios and parse the token in the cancel token through get API. After that, when you are clearing means component will unmounting, just we need to cancel that one. And similarly, if you use fetch, okay, it's a inbuilt like no need of installing third party. If you use the API fetch API, there we have to use the abort controller and then take the signal, pass the signal in the fetch, and then we have to clear. So this way you can fix all your memory leakage and unnecessary API calls. Yeah, thank you guys. If you like my video, please subscribe and like. Thank you.